Oh, here we go. So what we got today. So let's just click that over there. And we are going for Loch Ness Monster caught on camera. It's Ellie Marie TV. So let's give her a subscribe because she's earned it. And she's got a boatload of subscribers. So clearly she's done lots of content. But Loch Ness Monster caught on camera. Oh, I've never seen that title. But this is 2025. Just before we start, I am in Chupacabra, Slenderman, the Mothman prophecies, Bigfoot. Give me it all. I love it. I want it to be real, and I like to watch it. And it's partially intellectual curiosity and partially just because, you know what? I'm hoping it's just going to be fun to watch and enjoyable, and maybe, just maybe, give me something more to keep me hooked on the story. It's been going around since the 1930s, guys. I mean, Disney have made movies about it. But yeah, here we go. Come on, Ellie Marie, what have you got for us?
3 days ago, one of the most convincing sightings. Experts still can't explain what it was. So this weekend, they're conducting a major search of the loch using advanced technology.
From sonar scanners to night vision cameras, and tonight we'll even be trying to catch the monster with a baited trap.
So let's try and prove, once and for all, if Nessie's really out here.
Before I join the experts on their hunt to capture Nessie, first we'll be speaking to the skipper who caught this.
God, if they caught it. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine the pay-to-view? That'd be the best OnlyFans in history.
Groundbreaking new sighting on his boat's sonar scanner that detects objects under the water.
My name's Sean. I've been working here on Loch Ness for the last 10 years. Made international news with the last sonar sighting that we had. If they say there's a long net plesiosaur that should have been extinct 66 million years ago, what does that look like?
And how big is this thing?
Almost as big as the boat.
Wow. Is this...
You're gonna need a bigger boat. You're gonna need a bigger boat.
the only contact and anomaly you've had on these sonars?
I've got over 200 of them.
So before Sean shows us the rest of his sightings, one he captured as recent as 3 days ago,
They say to us that it's probably a large shark or a small whale. We're in the middle of Loch Ness.
it was time to meet up with the expert.
Ah, okay. We're in the middle of Loch Ness, but Loch Ness isn't landlocked. You got the Caledonian Canal, I'm pretty sure, guys. Check me out on that, and I'm sure certain sizes of animals can swim up there. Maybe they can grow while they're there because there's enough life to keep them supported. So, warning, Will Robinson, danger.
Experts who have come out here to hunt for Nessie after Sean's sighting.
Yes.
Alan,
Hello again, you're right.
you're
Alan,
the
me.
leader of the hunts, Loch Ness exploration. Can you tell me a bit about what is happening today, who's out here, and how we're going to be searching for Nessie?
We get our team to come up and other volunteers where
Yes.
we conduct surface watches. We've got baited camera traps for the first time tonight, which is going to be really quite exciting.
Oh, okay.
The first time they've used, but baited camera traps have been used before, but I'm still in. I want them to catch it. They'd probably have 20 million views if they caught it, wouldn't it? It would have been on every news, even CNN and Fox would have run this one.
So we headed on a boat with Alan to begin the hunt using his technology.
My goal is to get the next sighting, so I'm hoping when we go out now on this boat, we're going to find something. Look at it, man. Look how big this looks.
See, I'm not going to be slating the technology, guys, because you'll have engineers who'll tell me, sonar engineers, that underwater currents, leaves, just rubbish floating through under the water, being dragged by a current. Yeah, there's all sorts can cause that. And you get that top-down sort of preset, really. I knew I was coming to look at a Loch Ness video. They tell me in the introduction there's images. When I see the image, it confirms my bias, and therefore I've got Nessie. Yeah. I'm not saying it isn't, I'm just saying I so want it to be, but I have to be aware of how my brain thinks.
Look is. We have.
So in other words, this story's been around since 1930, 31, 32, something like that. The first guy seen it across the car and blah, blah, blah. And there's been hundreds of paper stories. And like I said, you know, a Disney movie and all sorts. And there's been fakes, there's been fins, there's been all sorts. But it's one of them ones that I don't want it to go away. It's a gentle mystery that doesn't fucking hurt me, pardon the French. I want it to be real. I want things to be unexplained. Because when you reach the perfection of everything being understood, then what's the point?
Deep scanning sonar, searching underneath us right now.
Excellent.
Bigger fish that are more dense start
Yeah.
to show up with these darker colours of red. So what we're looking for is this little white, very light blue croissant-shaped creature.
Many people believe Nessie is a dinosaur that survived extinction, but there could be more logical explanations for what
here we
this
go.
creature potentially is.
So this is literally an underwater microphone.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's like the weirdest thing you've heard on this?
The last time we were at Urquhart Castle at night time, we heard like I almost.
Isn't that castle where they did the movie? What's his name, man? The famous guy who was in Cheers. But underneath that castle is a bit we didn't know about where they had the little baby. I remember, I watched it. I watched that film with no shame. Kelpie. Yes, Kelpie.
Sound like as if someone was weeping. We later found out that it was an otter.
Oh wow.
It was
Woohoo.
really quite cute.
And it was time to lower the hydrophone underwater in the hopes of capturing some more bizarre sounds.
I don't think anyone who's doing any of this is dishonest. I don't think that they come on thinking they're trying to hunt. I know some people have, but I don't think these guys, talks about the otter and they travel and there's an enthusiasm, there's a shared camaraderie. It's a hope rather than an expectation and a reality. There's a hope that their expectation can become a reality, but it's just all hope. And when they get these stories, it's really worth exploring because it just is.
So what kind of sound are you trying to listen out for?
Anything and everything, Ellie.
Yeah?
Wildlife's the way forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wildlife, the noises that they make is the best thing. You really want to do
Yes.
it at night time when
Yeah.
there's no boat traffic at all.
And
Excellent.
despite not hearing anything on the hydrophone yet, later during our night hunt we capture a very bizarre noise.
What was that?
And as we headed back
Me.
to shore, our skipper Steve had a story of his own to share.
So 6 years ago you had a sighting of your own?
Yeah, I was driving a speedboat down from the north end of the loch and I kept watching this wave and two black humps appeared before we got closer and closer to each other and they disappeared.
Oh wow.
The scientists believe that it's currently a gigantic eel.
Yeah.
Why do you think we still don't have any concrete evidence of what Nessie is yet?
I think it probably is nocturnal or it comes out very early in the morning. With the length at 23 miles long, it's almost 2 miles wide and it's 2.5 times deeper than the average depth of the North Sea. So it is a massive place for something
Didn't
to
know
hide.
that.
There's a lot of theories about what creature Nessie could actually be, and scientists even did a DNA test on the loch and found that 20% comes from eels.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Like some giant ancient eel that maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe there's a whole plethora of them. But at 2.5 times the deep parts of the ocean, are we going to find them? No. I mean, you see the stories all the time. Japanese trawler brings out fish we thought was extinct 1 million years ago or whatever it is. Yeah. God, let it be. I'd love it.
But they're not the only creepy creatures known to be living in this loch that people could be seeing.
This is the lamprey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
So what we're looking at there is a 320 million.
What horror movie was based on the lamprey? Was it? Oh, what was it? Was it Alien? Did they do Alien around the lamprey? That mouth open wide? Guys in the comments, let me know.
Year-old prehistoric creature.
Yes.
For us, if they're the first one to you, they'll go for your head to try to get to your brain to disable you. They'll turn your teeth or after your eyes, suck out your brain.
And that thing's down there?
Like a
There's
bad
hundreds of them,
girlfriend.
thousands of them,
Oh my
perhaps.
god.
But none of these terrifying creatures match the size and shape of Sean's sonar contact.
It's
and
a
if I want
joke.
to prove Nessie's really out here, I'm going to stay out hunting all through the night using Alan's baited camera trap and night vision technology until we find out what this creature really is.
The volunteers are basically
See, don't do that with the night vision technology. I had night vision technology when I was a soldier 40 years ago. It's not new.
all scattered around the loch and are watching the surface.
Sorry, Ellie, I know you've got to keep us engaged.
And our friend Michael we met 2 years ago was already out on the loch in the exact same spot he was, so we're gonna go pay him a visit first.
I actually filmed a video in Loch Ness in 2023 and made friends with some of the volunteers out here.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he's had a sighting, or at least will do today. Michael,
Hello, Ellie. You alright?
It's been a couple of years, man. Have you been coming out here since?
I've been coming here 12 times a year.
12 times?
12 times. I'm still looking for Nessie.
Have you had any sightings?
I was looking, I could just see it bobbing up and down like that. And I got my binoculars and I got focused on it. And as it came closer to the shore, I found it was a log.
Oh, no.
So disappointed.
Well,
I like him. I like him. Yes, he's not had a pint.
Nessie do to them if they don't subscribe?
Eat them.
There you go. You heard it here from
Gonna
Michael.
eat you if you don't subscribe to Ellie TV.
You're going to be here all day, right,
All
Michael?
day, I'll be here all day. Come
Okay.
back and see us later on.
I'll be expecting a story.
Michael isn't the only person to mistake something normal as being Nessie. There's been over 1,000 reports since 1996, and people aren't convinced all these photos are a
Toys,
monster. So
we've
I want
seen
to
it.
try and disprove any
Little
sightings
dinghies.
that may be misleading. That way we know exactly what we're looking for when we head out at night.
What Sean captured was the underwater sonar scanners, but the majority of Loch Ness reports come from surface sightings. I'm a bit more skeptical of the surface sightings.
Yeah.
Like, they sure do look unusual, but I think people just misidentifying normal things. For example, logs. There's a lot of trees and woodland around the loch. So I'm going to actually try and prove this theory by dragging one of the logs over there out into the water in a minute and just letting you decide.
Okay, Ellie, you're going the extra mile. I like it. I'll put the link in, guys. I like her. She's got a gentle personality. She's a bit self-effacing, but she's not dismissive of what people are doing. It's nice. Really nice.
If it looked big.
Oh, look at me! Make sure you check out my friend Groovy Gavin's video we filmed together in Loch Ness too. I wanted to try our experiment again with a much bigger loch.
As I'm getting in this water, all I can think about is that weird prehistoric creature that Sean said actually has been proven lives in here. The lamprey thing or whatever it was with the...
Tiny.
Sucks your eyes out.
No.
Hope I don't see one of those in here. It's getting a bit windy out here, guys.
They're like catfish.
Oh, there's some on my legs! Oh, someone just wrapped around my legs. I don't like it. You guys decide for yourselves whether you think some of these sightings are getting misidentified as Nessie or not. Oh, something's on my legs! If it was another 100 metres out, I could easily see someone looking at it and being like, wow, what's that weird thing out in the distance with a hump and a neck? I don't think all these surface sightings are some crazy monster.
And although this could explain some of the sightings of Nessie, it still doesn't explain Sean's evidence he captured deep down on the
I'm
sonar.
not a sonar
His
engineer
most recent
expert.
contact was only 3 days ago.
That was on the 28th of, what was it, this month? So we sent that to Rain Marine that make the sonar. They said to us that, don't worry, it's probably a large shark or a small whale. We're in the middle of Loch Ness.
No, I've said
fresh
this.
water in the middle of a mountain range.
No.
We haven't heard of any sharks or whales in the
there's
loch.
plenty
It's meant
across.
to be a dinosaur. The sonar
It's not locked. You can get up and things can grow. I'm pretty sure, guys. Chat me on that.
doesn't believe in anything, doesn't drink whiskey, it doesn't know what it is, it's just done its job, it's found something down there, and that's what drives people to keep searching. The question really is now, it's not, is there a Loch Ness Monster? It's, what is the Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah, fair framing.
That's why I'm going to be staying out all night with Alan's team using infrared cameras, the underwater microphone, and his baited camera trap to try and lure Nessie in and prove once and for all what creature is really lurking down there.
Michael.
Yes, Ellie.
So this is where I do Ellie a favour. It's fascinating and I want it to be true. I'm going to link the video, guys, in the description so you can go and watch it. She deserves a full view. I've done a little bit of commentary. There's a fair chunk of the video to go and I'll watch that later on. And she's not going to find the Loch Ness Monster, but I'd like to see how it plays out and you guys are going to pay the respect of that. Yeah. Join in. Let me know what you think, guys, and I'll see you all soon.